What's going on, everybody? So apparently some interesting news happened. If you were in the Discord last night, you saw me talking to one of the Discord members. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. But before I do, just to let you guys know, hopefully you guys are being safe for Labor Day and you're enjoying it. There is a Labor Day sale going on in the Discord. If you're watching this, that means that you can go to the Discord. There is a Bank Series sale. This is for the non-talking robots, and this is for the lifetime sale. So if you wanted the robot for your lifetime account, you can put on any account. This is the sale to get it. Listen, I don't want to hear the crying and complaining from people. Oh man, where'd it go? What happened? Oh, should I buy it? Look, if you can't afford sneaker money for this software, please do not buy it. Do not ask me no questions. It's Labor Day weekend. I don't want to be bothered with the yo. So why should I spend sneaker money to invest in myself? Why should I spend bread? Why should I actually spend any money to make money? I don't want to hear the stupid questions. Please do not haggle me or bother me this weekend. You buy it or you don't. You want to trade like me, this is your opportunity. The Bank Series, for those who have the old version, there's the upgrade path to the new one. I saw y'all see what they posted on the new version of the Bank Series in the Discord. If you haven't been paying attention, it look a little different, right? Of course, some more strategies were added. So that's enough about the commercial. Let's get into this topic because this is quite interesting. But if you are not a member of the Discord and you're watching this, hurry up and go in there and get the flash sale. It's going to be for the Labor Day weekend. Get it while you can, okay? So let's get into it. So let's find out what's happening here because this is interesting, and I did notice on my my smart prop firm trader account when I went to go take a challenge, I couldn't access the account. I thought it was just the broker freezing me out because they do that sometimes when I'm cooking them. They start freezing me out of the account. I gotta wait. I gotta contact customer support. Then all of a sudden trades be disappearing and all kinds of mess. I'm used to it, so I thought that was just what was happening. I thought they was dodging those cookings I'll be giving them. So anyway, y'all know I be putting up crazy pips on these prop firms and stuff too, right? They be hitting me with the breach of account and all kinds of nonsense for just too many trades open. But whatever. So let's get into it. Let's find out what's happening here. Let me mute myself. Yeah, let me mute myself and let's see what this person is saying. I don't know if this is the CEO. I'm assuming it's gonna be somebody who works there, but it's probably gonna be the CEO because this is important. So let's see what they're saying on this video. Yeah, let's check it out and let's see what he said. So wait, yeah, okay. So this is definitely it. Let's read it too. Let's just read it real quick. Let's pause what he's saying. Look, somebody's laughing. Why y'all always gotta be trolling people, bro? This is like you're in the group and you're trolling. You're hitting the y'all like hitting the laugh emoji on this. This ain't funny, man. People in them comments is sweating, bro. They are in there sweating. Look at this comment on this. This is the one that had people really ready to risk it for the biscuit. But anyway, let's see if we can read this. And just before I even start reading this, yes, I can read, but I haven't had my cup of coffee. So that's a disclaimer for any words that may come out sounding crazy before I read this, because I don't want to hear from y'all. Important notice, yesterday we learned that without prior notice or discussion, a provincial security, I know I'm not reading that, provincial security regulator in Canada and the commodities regulator in the United States issued orders preventing us from trading securities or accessing funds in our bank accounts. This government is interesting. They don't want y'all making no money. I keep telling y'all that because this is what they did to crypto. Anyway, until these freeze orders are lifted or modified, our business is effectively and at least temporarily frozen as well. We will be reaching out to the regulators to discuss their concerns, and the first court date to determine whether the freeze order should be lifted or modified is currently scheduled for September 11th in the U.S., with another hearing later that same week in Canada, which they're working together on this, which is interesting. We hope to have this matter resolved as soon as possible, and we'll update these messages as events occur. Interesting, bro. Interesting. They don't want y'all making money, man, because my Forex funds, what they've been doing, they ain't really been doing nothing, but I guess they haven't been paying the right people or doing something for this to happen. Because this happens when the government wants you to come holler at them. They freeze your money when they trying to tell you something like, hey, we want to see this or that, and you don't answer them. Usually that's what happens. I'm not no expert at this, but I've been through this personally. So I had this happen to me on Christmas, man. Remember, I got a story where I told y'all they did this to me on Christmas, took everything from me, froze all my accounts. And I did not get that money back either, by the way. But yeah, so let's watch the video. Let me mute myself because I don't want it to echo through the mic. and let's see what he's gonna say. Because whatever he said, people think was funny. So let's find out.
Traders. Yesterday we learned that without prior notice or discussion, a provincial securities regulator in Canada, and today the commodities regulator in US issued orders preventing us from trading securities or accessing funds in our bank accounts. Until these freeze orders are lifted or modified, our business is effectively, at least temporarily, frozen as well. We will be reaching out to the regulators to discuss their concerns, and the first court date is to determine whether the freeze order should be lifted or modified is currently scheduled for September 11th in the US, with another hearing later that same week in Canada as well. We hope to have this matter resolved as soon as possible, and will update this message as events occur. I appreciate your understanding in this matter and wish that your trust in us stays strong as it did for the last 3 years or so. If you have any concerns, feel free to email support and we'll try our very best to answer them in a timely manner. Due to the sheer size of our community, please do expect a slight delay in these responses. Lastly, with all that's going on, the only thing that made my day today was when I saw a large community sending us supportive messages to keep our morale up. It really boosts the confidence when we see a good portion of our community understanding our situation, and we promise you that this will not go in vain. Thank you once again for your constant cooperation, love, support, and hope, and we will make sure that we come back with some amazing news very soon. Thank you.
All right, so let me unmute myself because I didn't want that to echo through the mic. Yeah, so that was the CEO, of course, and people were laughing about this, but one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, this happened to me. They can come back from that, so that's not meaning it's over. Like I saw people saying it's over for them, and I'm not gonna pretend like I know what's happening, but all I do know is it happened to me, and when it happened to me, they just wanted me to come talk to them. And because I've been through this situation more than once, they actually decided that I didn't learn my lesson. So they froze my accounts, and the second time around when they did it, because I got in trouble again, they kept everything that I had, and they did it on Christmas. So yeah, these people are crying about it. One thing people are saying, goodbye my lover, goodbye my friend, goodbye my compete, and my money. Yeah, that's the thing. So let's talk about that because that's the part that I find interesting. Yeah, so pretty much yeah, your money is probably gonna be gone, man, if they don't open back up. That's the thing about that, and they have a right when you sign up for these prop firms and these brokers to actually close with your money. That's what people don't really pay attention to, and that's why regulated brokers are a little bit better. But this is the thing about regulated brokers versus prop firms and unregulated brokers. They all could walk away with your money. The only difference is if it's regulated, there's a certain amount of the money they're obligated to give back. And they still don't have to do that. A lot of people don't know that they don't have to give nothing back. They are obligated to give, like with the bank, they're obligated to give you usually $200,000. But if you got 200K in the bank, you probably have more than that. And I know when I was dealing with the bank and I had some money issues going on, I looked at that and said, I'm going to be smart and not put more than 200K in any account. That's why some people, what they do, if they have like a couple million, what they'll do is they'll take that and split it up and put a certain amount in each bank. In case one bank is gone, they have access to more money. And I think that's actually the way people should handle prop firms. And that's how I handle brokers and prop firms. Don't keep your money in one account. Like even with one broker or one prop firm, I have more than one account, and people sometimes always ask, "Hey, how come you have more than one account?" And this is the reason right here. This is the actual reason. Because if something happens, then what do you do? You know what I mean? And it seems to me that this is just an issue where they didn't do something that they were being told to do, and they froze the accounts to make them come and sit down. Because that's usually what the government does. And I've been hearing Canada and America has this thing going on where next year they're going to make people with LLCs have all these regulations. And what it seems like to me is they want everybody working, and they don't want people making any kind of money outside of a 9 to 5. And this is why I tell y'all, learn this skill and get it now, because you don't know if this is gonna last. You don't know if one day you could wake up tomorrow and forex will be gone. See what I'm saying? So that's why y'all gotta treat all this stuff serious. You could wake up tomorrow, and COVID taught me, you wake up tomorrow and your job will be gone. I couldn't believe how many people I knew were losing their jobs in 2020 and 2021. And people thought it was okay in 2021, and towards the end when we thought it was okay, people started losing even more jobs. Everybody had a new job or was losing their job. Everybody damn near. So that should have been a wake up call that anything could be here today and going tomorrow. So hopefully this does teach people that, yeah, don't invest your eggs in one basket with trading. And we could be seeing this be a new thing where this could happen to more prop firms. We just gotta wait and see. Now, am I thinking they're gonna get closed? I actually don't think they're gonna get closed, but because they're saying they've only been around for 3 years, could the government be trying to make an example out of them? We just don't know, but it don't got a good feeling to it. And yes, to the people who are wondering should they be still trading, because I got access to my smart prop firm account. I got access to it this morning when I went to log in. I was able to go back in there, and I'm like, now I don't want to touch it. So me personally, I wouldn't trade on them until they straighten that out. I would take my money out and leave whatever the evaluation account size is. Like if you had 100K, whatever extra money, ask for your payout and see if you get it. If they don't start paying people out between now and the 11th, then y'all already know it ain't looking good. And if they do that, then that's a sign that they will bank run. I'm not saying that they will, because I think this is a good prop firm. I actually prefer my forex funds as like my number one prop firm, but like I said, if they don't pay out between now and the 11th, I don't know, man. There was some interesting conversations in the Discord last night with Val. I won't say his whole name and everything, but yeah, man. This is interesting. This is quite interesting. It's definitely not a good thing, because they did it right around Labor Day too, and it could be the start of something where you see this happening to others. Because like I said, I looked and I don't see no one talking about smart prop trader, but yesterday I could not log into my account at all, which was very different from when I normally just get frozen out when I'm in the account. I still could see my trades. I still could see my balance. Yesterday I couldn't even log in to see any of that stuff. And I was like, that's pretty weird. This never happened before. And then I heard, when I went into Discord, I saw somebody post this about my Forex funds. And I said, that's interesting, because I didn't touch my Forex funds account yesterday. Which is funny, I was going to open my FTMO and my Forex funds account. And boom, this is what happened. So, yeah. So, pardon that in the background. That's somebody video calling me, so it's not going to stop for a while. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned that don't put all your eggs in one basket. Once you get a prop firm account, I'm gonna be real with y'all about this prop firm thing, right? I'm gonna just tell the truth. It ain't all that. The rules, the regulations, the fact that when you take the phase one and phase two, you have to switch your whole trading style up to go into the real live account. It's kind of like a finesse on itself, because you gotta know how to trade any conditions. You gotta really know how to trade. Now, that's one thing. The other thing is she gonna hang up, bro? Now, the other thing is, yeah, she ain't hanging up. The other thing is, pardon me. I want to figure out how to stop this. Pardon me. Hold on. Okay, it stopped. There we go. Sorry about that. Now, the other thing is, when you trade with their money, I always tell people, yo, this is my opinion, of course, it's just my thought process. If you're going to get their money, take their money and put it into a live account. And, even with a live account, you keep a certain amount in there so you could take a certain trade. But don't hold your money in there like it's a bank, because we all do that. I do it all the time with certain brokers, and I really shouldn't do it. Even with an onshore broker, like I said, onshore brokers are regulated, but that only means that they're obligated to hold themselves accountable for a certain portion of your money. So let's just say, like, it's the bank, the FDIC approved, right? I think it's 200 to 300K now, and I'm like, nah, I didn't like that, because I'm like, if I put $1 million in here, that means the other, 2/3 of my money, the others, 800K, 700K, that's off in the wind. They closed. They're only obligated to close and give me 200K. That's what people don't know. Oh, my money's insured. No, it ain't. Only a portion of your money is insured. It's the same thing with a regulated broker. Only a portion of your money is insured. And if they decide to bank run, they could go become straight criminals like the crypto markets and still run away with your money, even though you could get your money back. You are only obligated to get a certain amount back, is what I'm saying. So be careful out there. Understand what's going on with this trading stuff, and just watch it, man. Watch it, because this could happen to anybody. So this is why I tell people, prop firm accounts, don't get attached to them. Don't marry them. Use them for what they are. They're prop firm accounts. That's other people's money. Use that money to fund your own account. And when you get your own account, well, be careful with what you keep in there too, because, like I said, I have accounts where I have money sitting on, and I go in there and I take money out to pay bills and stuff like that. And you know, that's me kind of using them as a bank. And the only reason I kind of keep it in there is because when I transfer it into the bank, sometimes the bank, when I go into the bank, they ask me questions about it. Like, they treat me like I'm selling bricks or something. Like, I'm selling rocket launchers on the dark web or something. And I kind of don't like people in my business like that, especially after the Fed and the IRS froze all my accounts in 2019, because that happened to me. Like I said, the same thing that happened to them happened to me. And I thought I was a nobody, and they still did it to me. You know, I was getting my money on, and they came right in there. Whoop! Hey, we told you we want to see this and see that, right? All right, we taking everything. I'm like, fam, y'all can't just take everything. They took everything. So it happens, man. So don't, be careful laughing at these, laughing at them and this, that, and the third, man. The people who was thinking this was funny, it ain't, like I said, y'all learned a valuable lesson. Just, keep it trucking once you get approved. Once you pass your phase 2, you get your
We have a
account.
bullish breakout to the upside on Aussie dollar 1 hour chart.
Shout out to the robots talking. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, don't forget the Labor Day sellers in the Discord. If you're watching this from outside of the Discord or you're new, please subscribe and like and comment. And also join the Discord. That's where this news was broke for me. And I don't see people talking about the smart prop trader and 8 cap, because 8 cap is what they were using, and I could not log into my 8 cap at all. That alarmed me, because a lot of prop firms use them to run their prop firms, and that was alarming. And nobody's talking about how you couldn't access that account yesterday. So I don't know what's going on, but be careful, because I don't think it's just going to be my Forex funds that's having problems. So let's see what happens on the 11th. I'm out of here.